Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda, the channel name is Alba Stitcher, and this is a channel about cross stitch where I share what I've been working on, if I've finished anything, and yeah, any purchases I've made. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, then thank you very much for sticking by. This is Tuesday the 20th of February, and this is Flosstube number 61. It's been a little bit of a hot minute since my last video. Things have been really quite hectic and busy. So it's probably been about 4 weeks since I have filmed anything, and I've probably not got as much stitching as I would hope over 4 weeks, but I will share what I have. It's really hazy today with the sun. We've got a kind of spring-like day here in the west of Scotland, which is a little bit surprising because they said today was going to be really bad and rainy. Yeah, and now it's glorious sunshine, so the sun is just streaming in. I'll do my best. I hope you can see everything. I hope the colours are clear enough. What have I got? Well, I've got maybe 5 projects, 3 new starts, actually maybe 4 new starts, yep, and one whip. I have no finishes. I've had no finishes this year. I'm not really a finish. I'm not really pushing for finishes all the time. I'm happy just to stitch along. But I'm very aware we're now approaching the end of February and I don't have any finishes. But hey ho, it is what it is. I've got a nice healthy bundle of haul. I've got a little bit of happy mail, and I've got a little giveaway for everyone. Let's start at the beginning. In my last video, I mentioned that I was hosting a SAL, which is a stitch along, to celebrate the country that I'm from, which is Scotland, and it was called the Mighty Wee Nation SAL. We started it on Burns Night, which was the 25th of January. There is no end date, sorry. We all just started a project linked to Scotland somehow. It could have a Scottish theme to it. It could have been a Scottish designer. A lot of people have chosen similar things to what I've started. I've started 2 projects. It's been really good. If you're on Instagram, then please follow the hashtag. You will see all the wonderful projects out there. It's been really nice. It's been nice to celebrate the country that I come from. So without kind of waffling on too much, let me show you what I started. So I have started 2 projects. The first project I started for this SAL was by Plum Street Samplers, and it was Thistle House. And here it is here. And to be fair, this one probably has had least attention. Yeah, it's probably had the least amount of attention. And I blame maybe my fabric choice more than anything else. But I'll show you what I've done. If I just move this thread out the way. Just parking a needle. Man, I'm out of practice. I'm really out of practice. Here we go. So here is my start on Thistle House, and this fabric is by West Green Loft Yarns. It's a 36 count and it's in the colourway Rebel, and it's a kind of muted grey, purpley blue colour. Actually, that's not too bad. See, now that I'm holding it against the light, that's probably just about accurate. Now, why don't I like the fabric? Well, I've chosen 36 count. It is not my called for. Sorry, it's not my normal go-to. I normally stitch on 32. I like 2 strands. I like the fullness of it, but I really liked this fabric colour, sorry. So I decided to try it. The 2 strands was just too bulky. I didn't like it. So I went to 1 strand, and maybe it looks okay. When I look at it here, it looks okay. But it's just not as puffy as it usually is when I'm stitching. I also made a little bit of a change to the threads. Let me find the threads. So I had a little bit of a palaver here with the threads. This is the called for colour for the thistle. So the top of the thistle was supposed to be this colour here. And for me, it was just really too kind of peachy, pinky. It just didn't work. So then I tried a few others and I eventually settled on this one here. Yeah, which is Purple Haze. So this is the one that I decided to stitch with. That was the only colour change. The rest are all the called for colours, but my progress has been really slow because I started another project at the same time. I've been quite limited in my stitching time, so everything's getting squeezed, but it'll not be neglected. I will get back to it. I've seen some people who've made great progress. A couple of people have finished, and it's a lovely chart, but it's stitch heavy. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by a chart that's I don't know what it is. It's maybe like 100 by 100, something like that. Anyway, don't be fooled, because if you look closely, when you get to this point, stitched, fully stitched house, then you've got the lady and then the grass at the bottom. So it's pretty stitch heavy. It'll not be a quick finish for me, but I'm enjoying it, even though I'm struggling a little bit with the one strand. And this needle minder I got from a shop on, I'll link it below. It was something embroidery, and I think it was not on the high street, so I didn't get it from Etsy. It was not on the high street. I'll link it below. They're actually a Scottish firm. I didn't know that when I ordered it. So yeah, that's my first one. And my second one start for the Mighty Wee Nation SAL was a Meloca design. It was in the world of cross stitch, and it was, I'll show you, I've got my tablet here, I'll just show you, and here is my progress on it. So I've worked a little bit more on this, and this is the Pink Splash fabric from Zweigart. This is all the called for colours, very kind of primary base colours, and I'm kind of loving stitching on this. Not quite halfway, getting there. And the needle minder I think is from Pedro's. Oh, it is off Etsy. I'll link that below as well. But I just thought it was very fitting for this chart. But let me show you the actual, I might pause for this. Okay, so here it is here. And it's the world of cross stitching, and it's February 2024. So that's what it will look like when it's finished. And here is my progress. And the needle minder is from Pedro's Plaques on Etsy. So those were my two starts for Mighty Wee Nation SAL. Please, if you want to join in, it's not too late. All good. I'll be stitching these for a while yet. So yeah, that's my first couple of projects. Okay, what else have I stitched on? Another new start that I had, and I've just realised I don't have the box, so hang fire. Okay, so the other one that I started was this one here. Let me show you. Don't know why I kind of started it, but this is a Bothy threads kit. I don't have the box. I went looking for the box. Here it is here. It's a Hummingbird. You buy it as a kit. The kit's a kind of printed Ada, which is perfectly fine, but I wanted to use this piece of fabric that I had in my stash. To be honest, this has not been well calculated. I'm going to have way too much fabric left over, and this little bird bangs back in the middle. This one was a little bit of a kind of challenge for me. It's a lovely colour palette, and I really like it on this kind of lilac-y fabric, but it's a lot of confetti. You're doing like a couple of stitches, then you're changing, then you maybe do like 8 stitches, then you're changing. So it's a lot of kind of, not any kind of block stitching. But I've started that. I'm enjoying that. I'm going to try and finish this because I'm just, yeah, collecting whips. So that was another new start. And then I had mentioned in my previous video that I had been very lucky enough to manage to get a copy of this, which is a Blackbird design. It's out of print. And if you remember, I had asked everyone's opinion maybe about the fabric. I wasn't too sure. Well, I've started. I've made quite a good progress. I'm not finished yet. I'm hoping I'll have it done by the end of the month. But here is where the majority of my stitching time has been spent. So this is Merry Christmas Vaughn from Blackbird Design. And this is stitched on 32 count. It's even weave, and I think it's from Jodery Designs called Sportsfield. I had it in my stash. The colours are, you're not really getting the true representation of the colours. I absolutely love the pink house. I can say that now that it's finished, but at the time it was like never ending. And you can see from the chart I still have all the bottom to do. I'm probably not going to put the name in. I'm probably just going to do the kind of holly along the bottom, finish off the Christmas, and I'll put the year in, and then I'll fill in the white snow. So yeah, here it is. But I'm loving, I really did enjoy stitching it. I love the border on it. I love how it looks. But that's one big ass house, that's for sure. Yeah. So that's where the majority of my stitching time has went in the last kind of 4 weeks or so. But I'm hoping to have it finished by the end of February. So maybe another week on it, depending on how much stitching time that I get. What else do we have? I also stitched on this whip. And this is from Cottage Garden Samplings. It's A Year in the Woods. This is the bear. And I had started this a little while ago, but I managed to pick it up and do some more on it. But very stitch heavy. And here is my progress on the bear. This fabric is from River Hut Designs on Etsy. I don't know what it's called, it was in my stash, a bit like the lilac-y one, don't know what it's called, was in my stash. But that's my progress on the bear. I'm actually loving it. In the beginning I wasn't sure, but I actually love how it's turning out. I love his expression. I'm glad I did the face. A lot of people who do the fancy ladies always talk about doing the face, and I can understand why. Once the face is in, you kind of feel kind of motivated. But I've still got a long way to go. I want to unpick this bit at the bottom here. The back's really messy. And then obviously I've got to fill in all this bit here. And then probably just the reeds that are up here. And then I'm replacing the house. So yeah, there's just too many good things out there. That's the problem. That's just too much choice. So this was the other project that I stitched on in the last kind of 4 weeks. Granted, he didn't get a lot of attention, but he got some attention, and that's why I'm showing it. So yeah, that's the situation with my stitching. Now, I do have some haul, of course. If you've been here before, you know I do like a bit of haul. So let us start. First things, I showed you the, oh my goodness, I showed you the Meloca design, the one that's in Just Cross Stitch, no, the World of Cross Stitching magazine. I really enjoy that whole mandala, block colours. I really liked it. So I then went and bought the bear. And I also picked up the needle minder. So I bought the bear. I didn't buy the kit. I just bought the chart and the needle minder. And I'm thinking I'm going to do them on this fabric. I think he'll look really good on the green. So I picked up that. That's from Meloca Designs. I'll link her below. She's got, if you like this type of stitching, then she's got lots of choices, lots of different animals. But I really like the bear. Bothy Threads had some new kits released. So I picked up the Highland cow. I know it's not to everyone's taste, but it's to my taste. I like it. I like the look. I love orange, I love Highland cows, so I picked up this kit. So yeah, that was new. I also picked up this Barbara Anna chart. I really liked it. It's called I Give You My Heart. I'll just go in a bit closer. Yeah, I really liked it. I don't know if you can see the details in it, but it's really, really nice. Haven't seen that one stitched. If you've stitched this, can you let me know? I also picked up, even though I'm still a little bit on my Quaker break after last year, I still like Quakers, and I have toyed with this one a few times, so eventually I picked it up. This is by Ink Circles, and it's called Monkey Wrench. It's charted for Carrie's thread. Never heard of them, but there's obviously DMC substitutes, or maybe I'll pick my own palette. I don't know. I say that, but I might not. So yeah, that's Monkey Wrench. I really like that one. It's a good kind of classic Quaker. I also picked up the Valentine's Day Quaker by Primrose Cottage. Had a little bit of a hassle trying to get this. I wanted to get it. It was only available in the US, and then eventually I managed to get it here, although I did not stitch it for Valentine's Day, as you can see. I picked up the reprint of the Winter Wonderland by Blackbird Design. I've always liked this, and I was really pleased to hear when they were re-releasing it, so that was really good. So I picked up that. I've not kitted anything up. None of these are kitted up. And then I picked up this one here by Autumn Lane Stitchery, and that's Sakura. And I think I've got her partially kitted up. I've picked up the beads, and I think the Petite Treasure braids. So this one here, just really like it. Not sure about which fabric I'll use. And I also picked up this one here by Autumn Lane Stitchery, which is called Wicked Witchcraft. Just really like that one. I also, got a wee bit of hole. I also, in my last video, I had mentioned that I wanted to get the cottage garden, the houses. So I got Santa's house, and I managed to get the overdyed threads, and then I also picked up Castle, and I've got this one now fully kitted. I have everything for this one. So out of the two, this is the one I'm probably going to start first. I don't have fabric. I've got all the threads. I'm not quite sure what road I'm going to go down, but I'll not be stitching them all together. They will be separate. So I picked up them. I also picked up these by Summer House Stitchworks. I don't know if anyone else has these, but Summer House Stitchworks does Fragments in Time every year. I think from 2018 or 2017. I don't have them all. I have some of them. I have one that started, I think it was 2018. But I really wanted to pick this one up here. What year is this one? Can I see? I don't know if I can see which year it is. This is 2017. So this one is a kind of, I'm sure she says on it, celebrating Elizabethan crewel work. So that's number 1. Number 2. Number 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. So it comes 8 in total, and you can either obviously do them individually, or you can do them as a kind of maybe 4, like 2 rows of 4. The ones that I have started, which is not obviously 2017, it must be after that, I've stitched it all as one, but I've not finished it. And it's a project that I started when I lived in the Netherlands, and yeah, I don't really want to go back to it. I might never go back to it, to be honest. I don't know. But what I was really interested in with this one was the colours. I really liked the colours, and that was why I chose that one. So that's my threads for this. I'm almost there. I mean, there's a lot here. I'm not going to deny it. There is a lot. I also picked up another Long Dog. Not that I've given any attention to my Long Dog, which is this one, which is Fish and Ships. I've seen it stitched several times, really like it. I've seen all different kind of combinations of fabric and threads, but I've really liked that one, and it's not huge. I mean, it's big enough, but it's not huge. I'm just looking for the stitch count. 187 by 212. I then picked up an out of print Mirabilia off eBay called The Deepest Love, and actually I've seen this. Obviously people are looking for it, but then I saw it stitched on Instagram and I thought, oh, that's lovely. So I went hunting for that. Managed to pick up Birds of a Feather Santa Claus. I got that off a Facebook group. Somebody was selling it. And then this is the last, I think. Then I also bought some small project bags. So I've got vinyl front, I have beautiful fabric ones, but then I picked up these smaller ones, and these are from Bothy threads, and I really quite like them. Just very simple canvas. They're not especially kind of special fabric or anything, but I just really like them. Okay, so there was 3 of them. Quite a good size for a smaller project. And I think that's all my haul. But I did get some happy mail from Yasmin, from Yasmin's Made with Love. I had gifted Yasmin some charts, and she very kindly sent me some charts in return, which was nice of her. If you don't know, she's a designer, a cross-stitch designer. Please go and have a look. But some of these are her new designs, which are lovely. So let me show you that. There's Highland Drum. And this for me really feeds into, if you like colour, but maybe you like something a little bit different, but still traditional, if you can have that kind of context, I think is really good. So Highland Drum, Folk Floral Trio. Let me show you that. Strawberry Harvest, Fractal Birds. Actually, maybe that's a better picture for you to see. Are these not lovely? Strawberry Season, and Owliver, which is a Quaker owl. Are they not delightful? Absolutely delightful charts. And Yasmin, I know I've thanked you, but thanks again. It's always nice to receive something that's unexpected. So yeah. What else do I want to talk about? I have a giveaway. Let me share. I wanted to do a giveaway. I've not done a giveaway in a while. The reason I haven't done a giveaway is I was having some problems getting people to contact me, and because things were getting quite busy and hectic, I wasn't getting to the post office. So when that happens, I feel very guilty. I don't like it. So I wanted to make sure everything was away. People had received it before I did any more giveaways. So my giveaway this time is for this Jardin Privé chart, and it's about bunnies. So I want you to use the word rabbit, so R-A-B-B-I-T, rabbit, in your comment, and I will draw at the next project, the next video, so maybe in a few weeks time. Please, the usual conditions apply. Please don't use the word giveaway or prize or anything like that. Please be over 18 so I can have your address. And I'll just do a random comment picker. But if you're interested in this chart, please use the word rabbit. I'll throw something in with it. Actually, it only takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 threads, DMC threads. So yeah, if you're interested in doing that, you'll have it in time for Easter. I promise. That's my plan anyway. If you reply, you'll have it in time for Easter. What else did I want to talk about? Wanted to talk about Nashville. Looking forward to Nashville. My bank balance is not looking forward to Nashville. There is some lovely charts out there. My plan was to give you some picks, was just to, here is a few choices that I've made about Nashville, but now there's too many. It was fine in the beginning when only 1 or 2 of the designers had released things, but now there's a whole wave of stuff, and everything I see I'm like, oh, I like that, oh, I like that. What I would say, for me, the easiest thing when I'm not sure what's coming out or what's available, because not everything is available over here. We have a real problem with the needle and thread charts. But what I did want to maybe show you, maybe not. I thought I had it all, yeah, I did. I had it all kind of lined up. Is for me the easiest way to see what is available was through Peakside Needleworks. And what they've got is a whole page, well, it's more than one page, dedicated to Nashville releases. I know you'll not be able to see them, but what I would say is then you can go and you can have a look. You can pre-order, but even if you don't want to pre-order, it kind of shows you what will be available. As I say, I like with needle and thread, but it's becoming quite difficult to get a hold of them. So yeah, there's a few pages of that. I think there's a few hundred. But what I would say is that what's caught my eye, which I haven't pre-ordered, but I might pre-order, is the Stacey Nash. I don't know if you've seen those new ones from her. Now I need to find them so that I can show you. Please bear with me while I try, and I might pause you again. Might pause you, feel bad. Okay, I found them. So this is really cute for Stacey Nash. It's the new, the kind of little animals, crackers that she does. So there's this little mouse, and then there's a little, yeah, a little bunny rabbit. Are these not so cute? So yeah, they're really good. I've not pre-ordered them. They might go on my wish list. So yeah, I think that's it from me. I'm glad I've kept it fairly short. Wasn't sure how much I had to show or how long this would be. If you're interested in the giveaway, please use the word rabbit. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. I hope everyone's doing fine. I don't really have any big life update. Life is life. It's extremely busy at the moment. Work is keeping me on my toes. My dad's situation is exactly the same. We still do not have any more contact with a dementia nurse, so that's been since last May. My mum does all the caring for him. I have a retreat next month, which I'm looking forward to, and if you're interested, you should join the Facebook group, which is Scottish Stitching Retreat. I'll link it below. Yeah, normally a couple of retreats a year, sometimes day retreats. I think it depends on how busy the hotel is. For me, it's really easy to get to. It's only about an hour away in the car. So yeah, going to that next month, looking forward to it. Might have another couple of new starts. And let's hope I have some sort of finish. So the next time you see me, I'm hoping I have a finish. That's it. Hope everyone's fine, and I'll speak to you soon. Thank you. Bye.